Hey, what's up, guys? We're Sight After Dark out of Brooklyn, New York, your new favorite band. I'm Sifa Graffiti.
I'm Dan Berg.
Check out our latest music.
Heart's racing like a motor 'cause I've been to hell and back. Can't believe I miss you, baby, but I'm not gonna let me die. Egotism, it's already nothing I can show for it.
And check us out reacting to Steppenwolf's Monster/America medley. We're going to hear a couple of things. So this was suggested by the patrons on our Patreon poll. And guys, you can be like them. Head on over to Patreon, subscribe, get in on all of our content and content decisions. And don't forget to thumbs up if you like it.
Already not what I was expecting.
Once the religious, the hunted and weary, chasing the promise of freedom and hope, came to this country to build a new vision, far from the reaches of kingdom and gold. Like the Christians, some would burn the witches, later some got slaves to gather riches, but still from near and far to seek America, they came by thousands to guard the wild, but she just patiently smiled and bore a child to be the spirit and guiding light. And once the ties with the crown had been broken, westward and saddle and wagon it went, until the railroad linked ocean to ocean, many the lives which had come to an end. While we bullied, stole and bought a homeland, we began the slaughter of the red man, but still from near and far to seek America, they came by thousands to guard the wild, but she just patiently smiled and bore a child to be the spirit and guiding light. The blue and green, they stopped it, they kicked her just like a dog. And when the war was over, they stopped it just like a hog. And though the past has its share of injustice, kind was the spirit in many a way. But its protectors and friends have been sleeping. Now it's a monster and will not obey. The spirit was freedom and justice, and its keepers seemed generous and kind.
Some things don't change.
How much hard rock and blues? Yes, please.
Oh, I just like went back in the video to try to get like a different picture. I'm like, what am I doing? It was the same picture the whole time. Yeah, no, that was pretty epic. I mean, obviously, pretty clear what the song is.
Yeah. Did they play this on the radio back then?
I feel like this is too long. This is probably too long. Maybe like
a radio
deep,
edit.
There might be a radio edit.
But topic wise, did they play it? I would say maybe yes, because a lot of the songs of those days were kind of like this.
This is very Fortunate Son kind of.
Yeah. What's weird is that you couldn't play a song like this now.
On what?
On regular radio. It's
But
too.
who listens to radio?
Nobody listens. Well,
You know what I mean?
radio does still exist, and yes, all the cheesy songs are on the radio.
Yeah.
The constant annoying songs and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But this kind of topic,
It's not cheesy enough.
Yeah, this wouldn't go in mainstream flows. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like this kind of sentiment
No.
is taboo nowadays, which is weird because we're in the future.
I don't know if it's necessarily taboo, because I feel like people that you talk, like regular people that you talk to, kind of all feel the same way.
We'll feel, yeah.
It's just, well, I guess, I'm trying to think, because like, it doesn't even, like nowadays, it's like, I don't even know what mainstream is. You know what I mean? Because like you said, radio, I'm like, I don't remember the last time I listened to fucking radio.
I have
You know
to
what I mean?
because I teach dance and fitness classes, so
you
all
know
my
what they're
background
doing.
music is top 40 and cheese.
Yeah.
So it's like I constantly hear the songs that constantly get played, and like like on a Spotify playlist, like the Good Morning playlist, like this
Yeah.
isn't coming on.
No.
you know.
But this would come on a 60s rock playlist, maybe.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yeah, but not like, oh, we like, let's say this band just came out today. I just feel like this would be a deep cut band. Like, oh, have you heard Steppenwolf? Like, we like to listen to them, but they, like, I wouldn't hear them come out huge and big. Like, I wouldn't see them pop up in my YouTube stream all the time or anything like that. Like, I constantly see artists that are out now. Like, you know, I constantly see Doja Cat. Like, I don't listen to her. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you always see her. Like, that's what we're pushing now in America. Pop and fun. But, like real deep sentiment, we're not pushing that here.
I get. Well, nothing. It's never. This is the thing. It's not a matter. Yeah, that's not being pushed, but you can find it.
Right, you'll have to find it, yeah. But, like, back in this day, like, a lot of these songs were kind of being
Yeah,
pushed.
I see
Like,
what
you
you're-
know what I mean? Or these were the songs that were out. Like, it wasn't like, oh, should I write this? Or should I...
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, then
is
that's-
this going to sell? This
Yeah.
will definitely sell back then.
Well, that's really the thing, because it all comes back to the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if at any time the record labels, the people controlling the shit, really wanted to push this,
Right.
Or if at some point they realized, oh, well, we can make a lot of money on these songs,
Right, the demand for it is so great that all the artists ended up... and the
yeah.
record companies had to
because the
succumb
people
to it.
wanted shit like that.
Exactly.
But
then
now
that changed.
everybody's distracted now.
Yes,
So I
yes.
think that's really the only difference, because I think that this music could still find an audience.
It'll definitely find an
know.
audience, but like a huge audience, like is there a huge demand for it?
Right.
Like there's a demand for pop and bubblegum right now.
Right. Well, there's never as much demand for pop. Like, even back then, pop was still selling better than rock. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
but pop had this kind of sentiment in it because you want to
That's
think about
true.
the mamas and the papas and stuff. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
They were
yeah.
pop and
This I don't know what this could be an interesting podcast conversation, but I don't even know what we would call this.
I know.
We'll get back to this. Let's talk about the song. I guess we should talk about that.
America.
I mean, they brought it back to the beginning of America. It's like, yeah, it was always fucked up. It's fucked up now.
Hey man, that's what we do here. All right, we
Yeah.
fuck things up.
And that's what this song did.
Mm-hmm.
The song fucked things up. I mean, the drums were killing it.
Mm-hmm.
The riffs were heavy. I like how they brought in just like random like harmonicas at some point,
Yeah.
and just like really switched it up. And then you had the female vocals come in, and that really made things pop.
I love that
And
sound.
the
Yeah.
America. Without whoever that was singing, if it was just the guys, it wouldn't sound as good.
No,
and
yeah.
it wouldn't stick out as much.
Yeah, you got to balance it out. I thought it was great. I thought it was hard rock. I love hard rock. So that was cool. I thought the lyrics were cool. And the explanation of our country, I thought that was cool. Yes, same stuff is still happening today. You just got to find your lane and do your thing here in America. It's weird because let me just say, for people that are outside of America, you always hear about all the stuff that's going on in here, like in this song. But then we're here, we're like in Brooklyn, we're like, we had a great day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything was fine here today. You know, I didn't get pulled over, stopped by cops.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And my dad would say the same thing. Like, he's from Africa, so when my mom was over there, my grandparents would call them and they'd be like, oh my God, we heard that there's like a war and stuff like that. And my dad would be like, What are you talking about?
I don't know. I woke up today, had a nice meal. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's all a matter of just perception, I guess, and what you buy into.
Yeah.
And I think that's always what it's been.
Yeah.
It's just easier now to see past it, you know? But that's a whole different conversation. Yeah, great song. I see why this got a lot of votes.
I don't know. Let us know in the comments, guys, if you chose this one, if you either suggested it or if you voted for it.
But yeah, so thanks for voting for this, everyone. Shout out to everyone on Patreon for helping to make these videos possible.
Yes.
Shout out to everyone watching on YouTube. We appreciate you. We're S.A.D After Dark, and we'll see you next time.